Hello YouTube. I haven't posted one of these for a while. I am currently going through the most painful relapse I've ever had. Ever. All of the pain that I am in, I kinda want to burst into tears to show you just how much pain I'm in. My entire ribcage, all of it, is the worst MS hug I've ever had. All of my ribcage, from the top to the bottom, including my spine, from between my shoulder blades down to the bottom of my spine. I am in agony, absolute agony. Any neurologist that thinks that MS doesn't cause pain, give them up. They do not understand. I am in a ridiculous amount of pain. And the annoying thing is I can't take any painkillers because the medication that I'm on, which I hope will kick in soon, the medication that I'm on, it causes painkillers to not work. Anything with opiates, so any kind of codeine, causes it to not work. So I am sat here in some horrible, horrible pain. This is the worst hug ever. This is the most chronic thing I've ever had. I can feel the spasms in my ribcage. My hospital admission has caused the worst. Absolutely horrible. I am surprised I can walk, not very far, but I am in constant pain from the moment I start moving to as soon as I go to bed. Luckily, I can sleep. Through the grace of the gods, I can sleep. When I'm asleep, I don't feel any pain. When I wake up, when I start moving, pain kicks in. It gets worse throughout the day because I'm moving. My muscles are working too hard. The spasms, I can feel them right now. It's like one of those vibration plates you get in the gym. You put the belt around your waist and you vibrate because it's supposed to help you lose weight. It feels like that, but in such a painful way. But I've never experienced this kind of pain before. I am sat here looking normal, aren't I? I'm sat here looking fine when I am not. None of us are. All of us are in pain. All of us have to live with such a restriction to their lives. I made a sign today. A sign to help raise awareness for, because March is MS Awareness Month. And part of the event that I'm taking part in is tie one on for MS, where a lot of MS sufferers are putting an orange tie on to show their awareness and appreciation and how we want to get this cured. But I made a sign. This is my sign here. 2.5 million people worldwide. I have witnessed this grow from 1.8 million in September of 2013 to 2.5 million, which was quoted this month. 2.5 million people. Now, they've worked out that one person every hour gets diagnosed with it. So that's 8,760 people a year. From ages, children, from ages 2 to 75 are being diagnosed. This was discovered 147 years ago. And yet we still have so many unanswered questions. Why does our immune system decide to start attacking ourselves? Why can somehow, if you have one autoimmune, you will more than likely get more? Why? How? Why can you pass it to children? Not always, but you can. If you don't give your child MS, you can give the child lupus, you can give the child ALS, you can give the child Parkinson's, rheumatoid arthritis. There are 80 plus autoimmune conditions now. They're intertwined somehow. All of them work around your body attacking itself somehow. Why? How? Why are there so many unanswered questions still going on? I appreciate how diagnostic equipment, MRIs and that, are being improved so people can get diagnosed quicker. I am lucky that I was diagnosed 4 months after my first attack. I've known people to go for years, decades, before getting diagnosed. But this improved equipment, this just shows the number is growing very quickly. And I've always said, and I will continue to say, I would give up my life. If it brought a cure, I would sacrifice my own life so that others could be cured. I would do that. That's how far some of us are willing to go. That's how far some of us have had to go. One lady, Debbie Purdy, recently, she successfully ended her own life because her MS got so far, so intolerable, so painful that she ended her life. It's not acceptable that we have to go this far. Not acceptable. We're having to pay out tens of thousands of pounds, tens of thousands of dollars for treatments that might help. So many unanswered questions still. And I'm sat here. I am sat here in a ridiculous amount of pain, hoping, praying that the medication that I am taking is going to work its way through my body and start balancing my immune system. I know that, as with a lot of medication, you have to experience the rough before things start to improve. And I've only been taking LDN for 8 days. Having a relapse in the middle of it doesn't make things any easier. All I can do is ride it out. That's all I can do. I don't have a choice. I want to be someone who, before they go, before their time is up in this life, I want to be someone who can say, I was there when it was cured. I witnessed a beautiful moment in the world. I saw disease start to get beaten again. I want to see that. If not for myself, then for the future generations. Because we are just getting sicker. That's all we are doing, is getting sicker. I want to witness that. I know a lot of people will think I'm stupid because of how much money is being made off of all of the DMGs, all of the medications. But like I said in one of my previous videos, it's not the pharmaceutical companies that are funding the research. It is the governments, it is the politicians, it is the charities. And they've actually started passing legislation now to accelerate MS research. I need to witness something good. I cannot live the rest of my life in chronic pain every day. I'd like to think that my tolerance for pain is pretty high, I think. But this is intolerable. I can see now why the suicide rate with MS is so high. I can see. And we have to live like this every single day. How much longer can you put up with it before you say no more? No more. So I do what I can. Tolerate the pain. With hope. With hope. That's all I can do. That's all I can do. And that's all that I'm doing. I can't do anything more than that. So, with hope. March is MS Awareness Month. 2.5 million, which increases by 8,700 people every year. I know this is only one of the 80 plus autoimmunes, but we need to wake up, realise how much damage is being done, make some change in the world. We need to start healing again. We need to. Otherwise mankind is going to die out. We're going to be left to rot, accumulate disease after disease, incurable chronic disease after disease. We need to start healing again. That's what we have to start doing. And all those doctors, all of those neurologists, all those scientists, it's going to be happening to your family, your friends. It's going to be happening to you. And this is why it needs to stop. I'm hoping my contribution for MS Awareness Month helps somehow, from one tiny person of many.